Hey, Dani K coming to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip comes to you from one of my clients. We were actually just chit-chatting this morning, and we both were kind of making like a really good, like point, and like, well, I was kind of making a point, and she was, kind of like accepting it and kind of understanding. Sometimes we get frustrated, and basically it's the whole picture, okay? With working out, it's the whole picture. A lot of times people get frustrated because they only see part of the picture. So basically, when you're looking at a picture, okay, take a picture, take a selfie, take a whatever, like the whole picture is what makes the picture. So like if you have like that cool sunset, the water fountain in there, the smile, the eyes, the everything, there's not just one piece that, like makes the picture bad or makes the picture good. It's the whole picture in itself. And we look at everything, we're like, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. But so that's what I want you guys to kind of look at when you're looking at like the workout or the results, basically the results of working out. Because it's not just the weight loss that should be the whole picture. The whole picture in working out and seeing results and stuff like that should be the inside as well as the outside. So basically, my client came to me and she was like, I have some good news. I saw the doctor, and guess what? My blood pressure is down. The bone density scan, the bone density, that was increased, so, and there was some other things. I mean, what people don't see is the results that they don't see. Okay, so it's like your blood pressure, your cholesterol, bone density, energy, the way you feel about yourself, the way you hold yourself. So not just try not to just focus on weight loss. That's one of the things when people first come through any gym that I've ever worked at, they focus on, I got to lose 60 pounds. Well, what if you don't lose 60 pounds? Or what if you don't start losing weight at the beginning? For whatever reason, we haven't found the right, or you haven't found the right workout or meal plan, or you didn't start, you're not doing, the right intensity or the right amount of calories, the right amount of protein or amount of water. So, with you, what if that doesn't happen, okay, right off the bat? Does that mean that you're not seeing results and results are not happening to your body? Wrong. No, it does mean you're still doing some good things. You're still increasing lean tissue. You're getting more energy. You're increasing your bone density. You're, lowering cholesterol. You're lowering blood pressure. You're doing some things good on the inside that you can't necessarily see. And once everything comes together, once you get the proper workout, the proper nutrition, once you, create the habit of coming in, because sometimes people, they want to, create the habit of coming in, getting on that routine, getting on that regimen, kind of getting familiar and acclimated with the gym, with the people that are going to be around their time of coming in, with the equipment and stuff like that. So people want to get acclimated first. Sometimes people jump in and they're like, okay, I want the training, I want the nutrition, I want everything. But sometimes people have to go slow by, step by step and a little bit slower. And that's fine. Whatever's going to work for you and whatever's going to keep you coming in, or popping the DVD in at home, or going to the classes, or going to the school track, or whatever it is that keeps you, or whatever your workout regimen is. So, I want you to think about, not just focus on weight loss. And because the weight loss isn't there in the first couple of weeks, that means it's all going to hell and it's not working and blah, blah, blah. So, one thing that, Deb and I, discovered, she's had some weight loss and stuff like that. We have some blocks that we're trying to, get through and overcome, and through, her and I working out and talking, and this is how it's going to, we're trying to work through some things. And a lot of it is, homework and different steps and stages that she has to take as an individual to make herself feel worthy, or feel like, I have to do this. I have to put this work aside. I have to do this, whatever. I have to figure out a way to, okay, I'm going to get the workout in and then I'll go back to working, you know, like if she can work out at home or whatever it might be. So, you know, a lot of times that's what I'm good for as well. Not just putting you on a good workout routine, not just giving you, you know, nutrition or, you know, any kind of tips or whatever about that. I can also give you tips on how to, you know, make it fit into your day. I have over the weekend must have had 5 people at a party tell me that they didn't have time to work out, and I told them how they could fit it in. So, and then of course they are, you know, finding all kinds of other excuses. So until the excuses stop, then you know, the workouts will be able to be fit in. So you have time. Everybody has time. It's what you make time for, okay? You know, if you have time for that friend, you have time for that text, you have time for that phone call, you have time for Facebook, you have time to get your ass on the treadmill or whatever and work out. So it's all on what you want to have happen. And if you want the results, you will make time. If they're not that important, the excuses will come through. If the excuses are more important than, you know, the want for, you know, the results, then it'll shine through. So, you know, we make time for what we truly want in life, okay? So that's people, that's job, that's money, that's workout, that's results, that's, you know, chores at home. I mean, whatever it is, we make time for things that we actually want. And what we don't want, or what we want to put aside, or, you know, what's not quite there yet in our want, we'll find an excuse and say, oh, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. So, and procrastinate and all that stuff. So I want you to look at the whole picture, not just working out, not just, you know, like the weight loss results. I tell that to everybody that comes through the door, you know, don't have this high expectation of weight loss. And then, you know, sometimes the weight loss takes a little bit longer because of, you know, the time that you're able to put into it, but any time. So again, like my client, you know, she definitely sees me at least twice a week. She tries to get some homework in. She tries to get the nutrition, but sometimes work kind of, you know, floods her over and she just can't pull away. She, you know, stuff like that, like me, workaholic kind of thing. But at least from her being in the gym at least twice a week, some people say, oh, it's not worth it, or it's not, you know, I can't give all of this, or I can't give all of that, or I can't give 5 days this week, so I might as well just not come in this week or whatever. Wrong. And I've told you this, any time that you can devote to working out of any sort, if it's 10 minutes, if it's half hour, if it's an hour, you know, if it's 2 days a week, if it's 5 days a week, if it's 3 days a week, if it's 1 day a week, any time that you can devote, you will see results. Now, is it the outside weight loss results that you want to see? Maybe not, because you do have to give an X amount of like specific time and things for that. But for the internal, what I was talking about, like the whole picture, you know, the water fountain, the eyes, the face, the smile, the clothes, the background, the sunset, the whole picture is what makes the picture, right? So, you know, look internally, you know, look and see, you know, the blood pressure went down, the cholesterol went down, the bone density scan, you know, the results on that went up, you know. So that's the whole picture in working out. So sometimes working out is not, you know, we feel like, oh, it's not gonna, you know, it's not benefiting us because we're not losing weight, or because I can't give, you know, 5 days. When Dani tells me to give 5 days, I can only give a day or 2 on this week, maybe 2 or 3 next week or whatever. It's still working. It's working internally. And unfortunately, you know, you can't visually see those things, but you can feel the energy. You go get your blood test, or, you know, whatever the tests, you know, the physical or whatever that the doctor, you know, runs, you know, those kinds of tests, you will see those results, even, you know, on paper, I guess, you know, because you'll see, well, my blood pressure was here, but after a month or 2 months of working out, my blood pressure is now down, even though I only lost 2 pounds. You've only lost 2 pounds because you haven't worked the whole program. However, the little bit, even the littlest bit of working out that you can give makes the blood pressure go down, makes the cholesterol go down. The little bit of change in your nutrition, you know, you're not eating the red meats and the greasy stuff and all that stuff. The little bit of change that you can do, even the littlest bit, will work internally, will work the internal results. The blood pressure, the cholesterol, the energy, the bone density scans, you know, increasing some lean tissue, or just feeling stronger, feeling better about yourself, holding yourself a little bit different, shoulders back, a little broader, you know, a little bit more proud about yourself. So don't think that just because you're not seeing the scale change that there's not other results. Okay, so there's more, again, there's more to that picture than what you see. Okay, so when you look at a picture, look and see the different things that you see in that picture, and that's what makes that picture the picture. So if that one thing wasn't there, then it wouldn't be a complete picture. It wouldn't be that thing that you said wow about. You know what I mean? You know, so think about that when you're working out. And even if you can only give me a day or two this week, you know, try and get another day. It's always baby steps. Anything is better when you're working out, and when you're talking about working out, anything is better than nothing. Okay, I always say that, always, always, always. If you can only give me 10 minutes today, 10 minutes is better than nothing. Okay, the internal results are just as important, a lot of times more important than the external results of seeing the weight loss or the scale, or, you know, that kind of thing. So think about the whole picture when you're working out, not just weight loss. Think about everything else, why you're, you know, again, your why. Yes, weight loss might be, you know, a big why, but there's other whys: to have more energy, to be able to, you know, carry all the groceries in from the car up the flight of stairs to the kitchen, whatever, you know, playing with your grandchildren, playing with your children, seeing your children or your grandchildren graduate. Think about the whole picture, the why. You know, I gotta lower my blood pressure. I just developed diabetes. Well, that is, if you've just developed it, it's controllable, right? Some diabetes is controllable, some diabetes isn't. If it's a controllable diabetes, you can control it through nutrition and working out, and you can control it even if the weight doesn't come off as or as fast as you would like it. So think about the whole picture when you're thinking about working out and changing nutrition. It doesn't have to happen overnight, and it doesn't have to happen you know, with just the scale. And just because it's not happening in the specific ways that you want it to happen, i.e. the scale going down, other things are happening. So take note of those things too. Again, the cholesterol, the energy, the, you know, the bone density, the blood pressure, that kind of thing. Okay, so I hope that helps when you're looking at the whole picture of working out. Okay, think about that, and next time you look at an actual, like, snapshot, a picture, think about if one of those pieces were missing. Would that be a picture that you would say wow to? So think about the whole picture when you're working out. Okay, so stay tuned, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.